DanganRonpa.
Now, let the class trial begin!
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono!
She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, that's wrong.
The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
She was acting kind of unusual.
The person who took the knife was the victim herself!
Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Would you like to hear me? Yes! As things advance further in the class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You have to deduce the phrase from the letter flying around, and letters already know. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right corner. Use the left stick to aim and then press Y button to shoot the desired letters. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you suffer damage to your influence gauge. If the gauge reaches 0, you will run out of time. You fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Something that should have been at the scene, but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. You can just figure out what that something is. I'm nervous now. Hangman's Gambit. We shoot the orange ones or? Oh. Hair? Oh yeah. Yes, hair. I remember it now.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes, they did.
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room?
True.
It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
Maybe?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
True. So it's whoever killed her removed the hair of himself.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then, Makoto isn't the culprit?
Nope.
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Same. KYOKO is our girl. She's definitely our girl, but I'm actually curious as
Do you
well.
remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
True.
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
If it was Makoto, he would know how to open the door properly instead of using a screwdriver to try to break the lock. That's what she's getting to.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
The killer struggled getting in the bathroom, and the evidence that proves that is the object the killer broke. Yes.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken.
Yep.
See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
because we knew exactly how to open the door properly.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
Oh, shut up, you son of a bitch. I know a way to open
You
it.
still don't see? Okay then, let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
I like KYOKO, she's become my girl right now. You said it was a bewildering act. Almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates, which yes, definitely. From here on out, the numbers of weak spots will start going up. But no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one live contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is, not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. There's a truth bullet on the wrong one. Not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone and your influence gauge will take damage. Now this is important because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck and have fun. Oh geez, okay, let's listen in really heavily. Bathroom doorknob.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
Maybe? What's wrong? If you keep trying to dispute the trial, you're going to get put on trial yourself.
Shoot!
I need to think about it one more time. There must be a contradiction in this somewhere.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Yes, she was.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Yep.
Then the killer ran after her.
Yes, totally.
And they got into the bathroom.
Sorry, do you mean to press the slow motion?
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
That is true, that is true, that is
Because
true.
Sayaka had locked it.
No! There's no lock on it.
No, that's wrong.
Yes, now we got it. Break.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked.
Because it was jammed. Poor framing.
After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yep.
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yep, true as true can be.
As much as I hate you, Monokuma, thank you for testifying to that.
You know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door. That's not lucky at all.
Oh, shut up.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The signs were switched, right? Killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked, so they didn't know the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, important detail about the scene of the crime they didn't know was the crime took place in Sayaka's room, took place in my room, yes.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
Because somebody switched the signs. That's what happened. Who did though?
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms.
Very true.
Which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then...
Oh, the killer came in, saw there was Sayaka in there, and then thought, wait, every girl's room's supposed to have a lock, and that's why you picked lock.
Then there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Yep.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
Yep.
That is a definite possibility.
Oh, shut up. It is a definite. Oh wait, no, he said it's a definite possibility. Never mind. He's backing us up. Okay. Sorry, Byakuya.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms? Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Exactly, Toko. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well then, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
No, that's a bad idea.
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
We still got the message that Saika left on the bathroom floor, bathroom wall.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Shoot.
Oh, you
don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Use the toolkit.
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
No way.
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then, maybe someone picked the lock?
Yep.
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
Nope.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
Shut up, Ifumi.
Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Because she asked me to do something in particular because of how frightened she was. That's the answer right there. There's no way Saika left someone in because... If it's a struggle, pick a sword sheath, switching rooms, toolkit, there's room cleanness, wrist, down message, bathroom, dorm nameplates, kitchen knife, highway count, shooting incinerator, burnt. Because we switched rooms.
I got it!
There we go.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
The same goes for you, Saika. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh?
It's going to sound completely deranged, but I think Saika tried to fuck us. I'm not even kidding, I think Saika tried to fuck us here. Think about it. She got the knife, came into our room, asked us to swap rooms. Then she switched the signs because she heard somebody was trying to break down her door. Switched the signs. Wait. I gotta listen to this. I need to know, but I still think Saika might have tried to fuck us.
Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk about to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Saika, what? Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes.
Okay, so what does that mean?
Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room. Huh? Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
Probably Sayaka. Wait, who was she writing to?
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't.
But of course you didn't. Because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
So she did switch him. She did switch our signs. Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She
Leon.
must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
She wanted to kill Leon. Right?
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Shut up, Hifumi. This is serious.
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
Shut up.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Yes.
Very well then. Pay attention.
Okay, there's another. Make your argument. Oh shit. Dorm nameplates.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
Came on to my room instead of Sayaka's. The reason for that has to be because of what got switched between mine and Sayaka's rooms.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I feel like maybe this might be it. No, it's not it. I mean, it's worth time me. Please stop wasting my time. Consider this carefully. Shit.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms.
So it's the last one.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto...
No, that's wrong.
There we go. Because the switch of signs.
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
I completely missed that out.
They got switched?
Yes.
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
So Sayaka actually asked somebody else to go over to Makoto's room, but she switched the signs on purpose so that the person that she sent a note to will go to her room specifically to see her directly.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem.
True.
And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Nope.
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. The only one person who knew where to switch rooms. Sayaka.
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
True.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
Another factor. She tried to fuck us, but not directly fucking us. Get somebody in our room, kill them. Since we're in that room, we'd be blamed for it, and she'd be scot-free.
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her.
Yes.
We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
Still don't know the full name though.
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Exactly.
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
I gotta say, I still liked her accent.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Yes, it was.
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with a fake sword is because when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt. Let's go to her wrist real quick. Yes.
I got it!
There's gold dust all over
All you have
it.
to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
Yep, probably while defending herself.
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room? And what led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn about Nas. Yes.
A sword-based sneak attack!
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
The palms of her hands were perfectly clean.
If Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means...
She had the kitchen knife?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Oh my.
You're no different! You smell like a big fat ugly donkey!
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Sam Rio. Welcome to Hello, what have we got here? Hello ladies, how's it going? Breasts as a treasure thing that. I kinda wanna say you could dress better.